Now, just a quick one. I hope you guys can hear me properly. Maybe there's an echo. I'm just sitting somewhere. And yeah, I was actually thinking of a story. Not necessarily thinking. It's a story that I read in a book uh, this afternoon. And here's the story. There's a guy somewhere. Actually, this was in Kenya. This guy had a girlfriend, and they were actually living a very decent life, very good life. They could enjoy themselves, and the guy had his job, and he was the life of the party. Anywhere this guy went, he will bring that place to life. He will really uh, make people enjoy their time there, and the girlfriend, they're also doing great in terms of their relationships, in terms of how they were handling their affairs. It was a very young and jovial couple. But then it got to a point where the guy now loses the job, and the woman stepped in and started taking care of the bills around the houses and around the house and everything. And all that love started vanishing slowly by slowly. And before they could realize it, uh, I mean, the once loving couple that existed had turned into something completely bitter, exchange of words, talking to the guy now like he's nothing and everything. However, one day in the night, I mean in the morning when the guy was still sleeping, because sometimes the girl will give him food, sometimes he will not. I'll tell you the book that I read this story in. And one day in the morning, the guy wakes up. And I mean, before he could even wake up, the girl drags the blanket and everything and tells the guy, now get out of my house. And you can no longer see your child and everything. I cannot be the one feeding uh, a whole man like yourself. So the guy gets out of the house, picks up a few things, and he leaves. Goes to the friends, and the things are not working out and everything. And life goes on. Few years down the line, now the girl, yeah, just became a normal woman. The guy now was struggling to meet ends meet, because most people when they lose their job, it's kind of like they've lost everything. So this guy also, I mean, it became a few years where things were not just going on well. At some point, the guy was almost thinking of committing suicide, and then somehow he never did. He just decided that he will not, but he kept on applying for jobs. Then at one point he decided, I mean, he got a chance to get a better job, good paying, I mean, a house, car, and everything. And his life kind of like started getting back together in that sense, if you know what I mean. And then now the ex, because anyway, they had the child with the ex. Now the ex is coming back, and she's like, yeah, now please forgive me. I did that out of anger and everything. And the guy was like, nope, I am not giving this a second chance. And the girl will proceed sending messages or sending seducing things to the guy, so that at least she could get a chance back with a guy that she once snatched the bed sheet from in the middle of his sleep. And the guy refused completely. He was like, no, I'm not going to give this a chance. And the whole thing, I mean, it got to the point where the guy now, he's a bachelor, living alone, good paying job, company car and everything. Of course, other women are going to see this good looking chap. And yeah, of course, he got himself another girlfriend, and then they started living in together until the day when the baby mama came now. And this baby mama, when she came, she decided to go physical with the girlfriend that the guy has. Shock on her. She met someone who was a bit of ghetto ndani yake. And this girl decided, now whatever will happen, let it happen. Yeah, and the neighbors, they saw a free movie this evening. Oh, bro, they enjoyed that free movie. She tried and tried and tried to get back with him, but the guy was like, no, there's no chance for you. You had your chance and you blew it up. Why am I telling you this story? I'm telling you this story because it's something that has happened to almost everyone, or to people, especially men. Yeah, a girl leaves you, then at some point you start thinking, yeah, taking her back and everything. No, don't. If you've made up your mind not to take her back, yeah, so be it. Now, in the case of this guy, this is a story that I read in the book of Jacob Elliott. He's a Kenyan author, by the way. The Things Our Father Did Not Tell Us. Unplugged is the name of the book. So it was a very interesting read, and I thought maybe, yeah, let me share this story here. However, the moral lesson is in another book that I've read. It's called The Way of the Superior Man. In some of the teachings that he gives in The Way of the Superior Man, he says, never ever change your mind as a man to please a woman. Now, can you imagine? I relate the two stories because for me, I tend to read quite a lot. Now, can you imagine if this guy that was kicked out of the bed in the morning by the baby mama had changed his mind and now accommodate this same woman? What could happen, God forbid, if the second job also could have gone down the drain? Probably the same thing could have occurred again. So that's my lesson that I want you to take from this video. Man, don't dare to change your mind just because you want to please a woman. And by the way, this woman could be anyone. Could be your mother, could be your sister, could be your girlfriend, it could be anyone. So that's why I was telling you that story. And that's the moral of the lesson. Never ever change your mind for you to please a woman. Adios.